Greetings and salutations. This is the Timinator, and today I'm going to be doing a video on it's a Unity tutorial. And the other channel that I had, it wasn't working out for me, so I made a new channel, and yeah, and basically the same series that I was going to do before, except I'm going to restart it. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning from basics, just basics of Unity, using the assets of Unity to just build your knowledge. I wouldn't say exact beginner, but just that, and some text. I don't know why textures took themselves off, but this is just a little tiny example, just a little small quick thing that to show you some of the basic things we're going to be making in Unity. So and it takes you through this little path here. Now we're some of the things here, like the triangle on top of the obelisk and things like that, and that model that you saw of the Anguirus type creature from Godzilla was made in Blender, and we're not going to be doing that until later on. First, many episodes, we're just going to be showing you how to make use the assets in Unity, like like that. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is make a new scene. So file, file, and new scene. Pretty simple, right? Okay. Now, next thing we want to do, there's nothing in our scene yet, so we need to go game object, create other, terrain. Okay, and this will be our little tiny mountainous world that we're making to show you examples of how to use this. So that's the first thing it's necessary in making this terrain, this little world. Next thing that's we need to get directional light, and as you can see, it brightened up our world here. Goodness. And we're actually going to go back to our terrain, and our terrain's at 0, 0, 0. So what we're going to do is, sorry, I didn't show you what I was doing over here, but we're just going to position it at 0, 0, and 0. And what will that'll put it, where the terrain is, so we can position it where it needs to go. Okay, so bring it up here. We're going to go in 2D mode. No, we're not. That won't help at all. Alright, let's move it over here. There, I think that's a good position for the time being. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take down the first off, you might be like, oh, I can't see anything, and it's not working or whatever, because it looks like this white thing, but then you take it back and you say, oh, it's actually doing something. So that's how you check that. And I'm just going to do that for now. You could change down the intensity and keep it. Did you guys hear that? My bin just fell in my room. That was crazy. Oh. Okay, never mind. Weird. Intensity, you can take the intensity down if you want to, instead of doing that. So yeah, that's the two basic things that you absolutely need in your terrains when you start off. And so yeah, I don't know how much memory, if this video cuts off short, that's because I don't know how much memory exactly I have. So this is kind of a test video to see how much memory this SD card holds or whatever. But anyway, so let's just kind of get started on building around our terrain. So first thing we need to do, select the terrain here and use the raise and lower tool. We'll talk about all these tools later. Well, right now we got get the first brush here. Just that's defaultly selected, and we're just gonna do it like at the brush size. The brush size is like how big your brush is, obviously. Self-explanatory. Opacity is how the effect that your brush has on the terrain, how high it goes, how rigid, things like that. Okay, so first thing we need to do is think about it. Your character that we're gonna have in our terrain. I haven't decided if we're gonna do third person or first person. I don't know. We're probably gonna do first person because we're gonna use the assets. And if I'm in third person, I would probably want to, import a character, Blender or something. But anyway, your character, you can't just run off this plane here, this terrain. So you gotta build something around this terrain to keep him in. And there is you want to make it pretty rigid and high, because if you don't, he can climb up it, or like that. And I've actually had that happen to me before. If you do not make it tall enough and rigid enough, he will jump over. So, well, your player, or whoever's playing the game. And if you're just doing this for practice, you still want to get in the habit of making everything playable and dummy safe. I wouldn't say dummy safe because you might be kind of smart if you figure out how to get over the world, but anyway. But you do want to make your game dummy safe, as I like to call it. Alright, so we just keep doing that, and it's pretty easy. I think the funnest thing in Unity is building your terrains, by far, in my opinion, because you don't have the frustration of scripting or the things that I think that oh my gosh, my character's not working, he's not running right, his animation's not working, how do I do this? By far it's the most creative thing and most relaxing thing you can probably do. But on that hand, it's the more time consuming thing if you're making a YouTube video and it's much boring. And I probably should put some background music to fill in this spaces. Anyway,